Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family, but that's not all that I do. I have other goals too. And today we're going to be talking about my 2025 annual goals for the year 2025 and also my word of the year. So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, I pick a word of the year every single year and it's one of my favorite things to do. For 2024, I don't remember what my word was. Honestly, I could go back and look, but honestly, I don't even care. This year has been really rough for me and my family. If you're new to my channel, I lost my sister extremely unexpectedly in May, and then my husband lost his job in the end of September. So it has been a rough friggin' year. So I don't really give a shit what my word was for 2024 at this point. I will be doing a 2024 recap, like goals recap, but it's honestly probably just going to be like a sit and yap with me video because my goals were just like, I met some of them obviously, but a lot of them I didn't. And I honestly didn't even care at the end of the year. Like at this point, I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. Let's just start over for 2025. So I'm more excited to share this video with you guys today. So let's pick our word of the year for 2025, which this has been something that I've been thinking about for the last few months because I do really enjoy picking a word of the year. So as flippant as I was in the beginning of this video about the word of the year, it is something that I really enjoy doing and typically is really good for me. Obviously this year just wasn't a great year for anything like that, but I am excited to pick the word of the year for 2025. So again, I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now and trying to find a word that fits, and I just couldn't find one. I couldn't think of a word that really fit what I was envisioning for 2025. So what I landed on is stabilize. Oh my gosh, and I can't spell it. Stabilize. That's a Z. Apologies. I am like all over the place. My word of the year for 2025 is stabilize. And I think that this is a word that really is going to fit what my intentions are for 2025. Obviously 2024 sucked and was pretty awful. And I am looking to stabilize myself mentally, stabilize my family and our finances, get in a good place. Just stability is something that is really important to me for 2025. So that word really just stuck out to me and I kept coming back to it as I was kind of like testing out other words. And it just felt like a really good word. Like I'm not trying to like reinvent the wheel in 2025. I'm just trying to put it back on the car, right? Like I'm just trying to like figure things out. So that's my word of the year for 2025. If you pick a word of the year, please in the comments, let me know what your word of the year is. I think it's really fun. I used to think it was super cheesy, but I just feel like it's kind of a fun, silly little thing. It helps me when I'm doing like monthly goals or just planning in general to kind of think back at that word and like make sure that my goals are meeting that and like fitting with my intention for the year, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like setting a like annual intention. So my intention for 2025 is stability, stabilizing, and just like, I don't know, just getting things to a good place in my entire life, personally and financially. So let's go ahead and go over our 2025 annual goals. I'm going to start with my personal goals. I always do these two different groups of goals because even though my channel is mostly focused on finances, there's a lot more to me than that. And so I do like to include my personal goals as well. So I kept it pretty light for the year for personal goals, obviously, because I am still like healing and like just trying to focus on mental health, and I don't want to like overload myself with like all these really ambitious goals, but I do have some. So let's go ahead and get started. So my first financial goal is to finish my certification. So if you've been on my channel for a while, I've been working on a certification for work this year. It is a 5-exam certification, so it's the most intense. I have a few certifications. I also have my master's degree. So like education is extremely important for me. I don't know that I've ever shared this on my channel, but I actually, when I was in college getting my bachelor's degree, my intention was to go to law school. And that was something that was really important to me. And then I got pregnant with my oldest while I was in college, my senior year of college, finishing my undergrad. So that kind of put a wrench in things because I was like, okay, well, I cannot reasonably have a baby and go to law school. I mean, sure, I probably could have, but like I didn't have a ton of support financially or like family support to like do that. And so I had to change course a little bit. So I did finish my undergrad with my baby. I actually have a picture with him at my graduation. He was a few months old when I graduated. I graduated in December of 2014 and he was born in August of 2014. So it was crazy finishing my last semester of college with a newborn baby, but I did it. And then the next year, went back to get my master's and finished my master's in 2017. And since then, I've dabbled in a few other certifications, and I really have been wanting to get this specific certification for a while, but it is a really intense certification. There's 5 exams. The like courses before the exams are 12 weeks. So it's like a long haul process. Okay. So this year I completed 2 of the 5 exams. And so for 2025, I'm hoping to finish the rest of the 3. It'll probably take me through the end of the year. So it'll probably take me till December to finish that. But I would really like to finish it in 2025. Just personal goal to do that because I kind of want to get it over with. As much as I do enjoy the work, it is a lot on top of like my regular job and everything to keep up with. So I'm hoping to finish that in 2025. And then I should be done forever. I hate to say like that, like that, but there's really nothing else professionally as far as education that I would want to do most likely. So I think this will kind of be it for that, which is kind of exciting because I've been in school or doing certifications since kindergarten, basically nonstop. So yeah, I'm kind of ready for a break. But anyways, that's my first personal goal, which I don't want to discount because that is a huge goal. I only did 2 of them this year. And so doing 3 next year is a very large goal. And it's going to, like I said, take pretty much the whole year. So I'm excited about that. And that is a big deal for me and something that's going to take a lot of my time. So that's a huge one for me. My second goal, and I always have an iteration of this, is to read 25 books. I love reading. My husband and I both love reading. We read a lot of the same books. So a lot of times my husband will read a book and then I'll read it after him and then we'll talk about it. It's like almost like our own little book club, which is kind of lame, but it is what it is. It's funny. We enjoy reading the same books and it's nice to like have somebody built in that like has read the same books as you. So we've been doing that for a while and I feel like he's been kind of pulling me through the year with like reading because I've been really unmotivated this year to read, but it's been fun doing that with him. So I'm hoping 25 books. That is kind of an ambitious goal, especially with like the certification stuff on top of that. But I am a fast reader. If you are new to my channel, I feel like I've shared that in passing before, but I read very quickly, which is one of my only talents that I have. But I can read fast, so I can finish a book in like 1 to 2 days. So 25 is really not that intense for me necessarily. I think this year I'm at 15 or 16 right now, and I'm hoping to read a couple more in December before the year's over. So I don't feel like it's too crazy, especially like when I still got that many this year with the year that we had. So we'll see, but 25 is my goal. So we will aim towards that. Third financial goal is a family vacation, which I feel like it's a little weird that I put these on my goals, but I don't know. I like doing it. Okay. I've had this on my goal list for the last probably 3 or 4 years, I want to say. It just reminds me, and it's like one of those easy things to check off. Honestly, it's kind of motivational because I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to do that. So we just want to do something with our family. We are planning to go on vacation with my sister and her family again. We've done that for this will be our 3rd year, I think, doing that. 3rd or 4th year doing that. And I'm really looking forward to that. We love spending time with my sister and her kids and my kids together. It is so fun to get them together. It is like the highlight of my life. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting emotional. But it's so fun. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about it so I don't start crying. But spending time with my family is something that's really important to me. So I'm gonna keep this on my goals list forever, even if maybe you think it's stupid. Sorry. But it's not really a goal, but I don't know. I just wanna make sure we're doing something with our family. So like, even if we didn't go on vacation with my sister and her family, I would like to do something with just our family, like just to go somewhere together, spend time together, take time off of work. Dedicated time with our kids is really important. So family vacation at some point, like I said, we are planning to go on vacation for spring break with my sister, but that's not like fully planned yet. So we will be planning on that, but we will see. And I only have one more goal, which is more than 5,000 Peloton minutes. And I don't like to put too many parameters on this because I do use the Peloton app for like all of my activities. So like walking, running, I like track everything through the app. So I'm not putting really any parameters on like a certain amount of like strength training or like anything else. Like I just want to do 5,000 minutes of activity in 2025. Like I said, I really failed at this in 2024. So I would like to focus on it again in 2025 and like do it over. So 5,000 Peloton minutes is my goal. And again, I'm not putting any parameters on the type of activity because that might be a lot of walking. I really enjoy walking on my walking pad while I'm working, and I'm trying to really get back into that. I kind of fell off for a while of doing that. I don't even know why, honestly. It's just I've been lazy a little bit. So I'm trying to get back on my walking pad. I'm trying to do more rides, trying to do more strength. It can be overwhelming at times, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but like just the amount of things that you can do with exercise sometimes overwhelms me. I'm like, should I be doing more strength training? Should I be doing more running? Should I be doing more cardio? Should I be doing more biking? Should I be doing more walking? Like, there's just so many things that you can do, and sometimes I feel like I get like decision fatigue with like trying to figure out my workouts. So I'm trying to figure out a good plan for that. And also just give myself grace of like, just do what works in the moment. Like it doesn't have to be perfect, and any activity is better than nothing. So focusing on that. And that is all of my personal goals. Again, I tried to keep it a little bit lighter this year because of the year that we had this year and just trying to stabilize and things and focus on what's really important to me. So I feel like these are the four things that are really important for me to get done in 2025. So hopefully with a little bit less on my plate, I can focus and get all four of these completed in 2025. That would be great. So financial goals, which I know a lot of you guys are here for primarily because this is a financial channel. So my first financial goal, and this is not like a monetary value one, but is just being better about tracking spending and also like incorporating no spend in my year. So I'm not going to write that out necessarily, but I just want to be better about being mindful of our spending. Obviously this year was not great for that. We literally took 1 month entirely off of tracking, entirely off of budgeting completely, and just spent whatever we wanted to basically because my sister passed away. It was a horrible month and we didn't care, and I was just whatever. So that was not great. Obviously it was necessary. Like in the moment I needed to do that. And that's completely fine. And I'm happy I did that and no regrets at all about that. But I would like to be better about tracking spending in 2025 and just being intentional with our spending, because I do feel like sometimes I can get a little bit like flippant and just be like, oh, well, we can eat out today. Like, no big deal. I'm not feeling like cooking. Or, oh, let's go here because we're bored. Like, let's go to the thrift store because we don't have anything else to do. Like, I just want to be more intentional about our spending. And also I do want to incorporate more no spend months. I've been doing that in December and it's actually been really fun and it's been making a huge difference in our spending. So I would like to incorporate those more as well. Our second financial goal, which is a big one for us, is saving money for a car. So we want to save $15,000 for a new car. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, I feel like we've been saving for cars like for years. We saved up for my car, which is a CRV, a few years ago. I think it was 2022 or 2021 that we bought that car. I can't remember. So it's a 2018 CRV. We love that car. And then a couple of years ago in 2022, or was it 2023? 2022, I think. My husband previously had a company car with his company that he worked for before, and he lost his company car, so we had to buy a new car. Oh, that was actually in 2023, I think, that we bought it. We technically lost his car in 2022, but then we were a one-car family for a while. So then in 2023, we bought him a car, which was intended to only be a temporary car, basically. So our plan is to trade in his car, which is a 2007 Honda Accord, which we'll probably not get very much for because it's got a ton of miles and it's old, but it'll give us something. And we also do have a few thousand in our car fund as well. And then we're going to save up 15,000 more. And we're hopefully going to buy something with a third row. I've talked about that briefly in passing in a few other videos, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to get like a Pilot, something else. Obviously 15,000 is not a ton, but like I said, we're going to have a little bit from the trade, and then we'll also have a few thousand from our car sinking fund that we didn't spend when we bought my husband his like temporary car. We always had kind of like earmarked that to be able to put towards another car in the future. So it'll probably be closer to like 20,000 that we'll have to spend on that. Obviously we're going to be buying used, but we're totally good with that. So we're going to save up 15,000 for a new car. That is like our big financial goal for 2025. And then we'll have hopefully like a Pilot or something of the sort, and then my CRV, and it'll just be better for our family with 3 kids. We really need bigger vehicles, so it'll be nice. So that's our big financial goal. Then we want to max out both Roth IRAs, which we've done for a couple of years. So that is together $14,000. And that's really like 2 financial goals, but I'm just going to list them together here. But that'll be 2 separate financial goals throughout the year for us, my husband being $7,000 and my being $7,000. And then we do have one additional financial goal, which is the same as last year, but that is send $5,000 to our kids' college. Again, this was a goal we had last year. We only sent like a few hundred, and I'm not sure realistically that we're going to be able to do all of these again, but I do want to at least do something here in 2025. But again, with like daycare and stuff, and our budget is just kind of tight with the daycare expenses that we have, I'm not quite sure that we'll be able to do all 3, but who knows? I would rather like our financial goals be a little bit more out of reach and just try to get as far as we can, and whatever we don't do is okay. But yeah, that is a lot of financial goals for 2025, but I'm really looking forward to getting started on those. We are going to start with the car because that is like our biggest priority at this point. Obviously the Roth IRAs are really important, but we're just feeling like the car is going to take priority here. So that is what we're going to start with for 2025. And then we will move to our Roth IRAs. And then if we have anything left at the end of the year, we will go towards college for our kids. My oldest is 10, so I am starting to feel like we really need to get going on this. We do have money in their 529s already. We have put periodically money in there over the last few years, like whenever we had money or like whenever we had birthday money for them. So there is money going in there. My parents contribute every year for all 3 of my kids, which I'm very grateful for their birthdays and Christmas. And we do have some various other family members that have put money in there. So we're not starting from zero. They do each have a few $1,000s, and I'm very grateful for that. But I would like to, just make sure that like they have enough in there for at least a little bit of help for college. I didn't have any help for college. And obviously, if you guys have been on my channel, because I had a lot of student loans. I had 6 figures of student loans, to be exact, if you're new to my channel. So yeah, I would love to help them with that. And if they don't want to go to college, the good thing about the 529s is they actually passed a law where you can convert up to, I believe it's 35,000 into a Roth IRA for them. So that is really amazing. So I'm hoping to at least get them to like 35,000. I mean, that's like pretty crazy based on what we have saved right now, but it would be really nice to be able to get them to that point. And then if they don't end up going to college, we have that backup of being able to convert that to a Roth. And that would be a huge help to them when they are adults and planning for their own retirement. So that is our plan for 2025. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you guys working on in 2025? I would love to hear about your goals as well. And I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.